Johnson-Luck, bringing you another episode of Conversations with Source. All material herein is copyrighted in this year of 2020 to Conversations with Source and may not be used without express written permission. For more information on our episodes and other material, please visit www.conversationswithsource.com. We hope you enjoy what you're about to hear. You are aware that a decision has already been made, correct?
Yeah.
And so then the issue isn't not knowing what to do. You already know what it is that you desire and what it is that you are going to do. It's the, in your case, not even the resistance, it's the lining up with the energy, lining up with the energy, lining up with the energy, which means you need to do the energetic work in order to feel 1,000% about the decision you have made. You have made the decision, but you are still a little vibrationally out of wonk with the decision, meaning you are at the point where you want to feel like you won't ever second guess yourself about making this decision that in this space and time feels a little bit risky to you, a little bit edgier to you than it should. Because you are allowing outside factors into your world. You're allowing outside shoulds and coulds and woulds affect your vibration. And at the end of the day, you're asking in a way of a please tell me this is going to be okay way of what should we do, as opposed to knowing that you have already, well, you do in fact know you have made your decision and you know what that decision is. What you need to know now is what you need to do is line up. You need to align yourself with what it is you are going to do, which means you need to do the energetic work, which means you need to allow yourself to line up with the end goal of that decision, meaning allow yourself to release these shoulds and coulds and woulds and say, I have felt my way to this decision and this decision feels 1,000% right to me, which means that I know that this decision is leading me down through a beneficial path that is leading me to more of what I want and more of what I want and more of what I want. The decision isn't just about purchasing a new car or consolidating things in your life. It's about learning to feel comfortable with streamlining, about learning to feel comfortable with embodying your highest vibration, your best vibration. It is about being comfortable with affluence and allowing your show of affluence in the grandest way, if you so choose, so desire, of not caring what others think in this world that often tries to judge you for what you do and how you be, that often tries to judge you for who you choose to be. It's about not caring in this world how you exemplify your abundance, that you are joyful beings, and so thus you romp around in this world raucously as your joyous self. It's about not caring that you are affluent beings, that you have mastered the vibration of money, and so you know how to bring things into you. You have mastered the vibration of prosperity, and so you know how to bring things into you that you want to experience and enjoy. Your wife is one who thinks of something she wants and then it shows up within minutes in all of its splendor, in all of its detail. You have all come to master the way in which you want things, and you bring them to you. But you often say, well, I should wait on that until others around me will feel more comfortable about me having that. And this is a decision where you are finally coming into alignment of saying, I don't need to make others feel more comfortable. I need to make myself feel more comfortable. I need to make myself feel more comfortable in my affluence, in my prosperity, in my decisions about how I want to joyously live in this life, about allowing myself to enjoy my flow of abundance to me, my flow of affluence to me, my flow of prosperity to me, my flow of joy to me, my flow of well-being to me, my flow of whatever it is that I want to me. That's what this decision is for you. And this is you releasing. The focus is less on releasing, allowing yourself to move forward in the new vibration of that which you now are, which means you have to let go, you have to relinquish that vibration that you have been slightly holding on to of a just in case. I can always go back to this if I need to, just in case. And through this decision, through this way in which you are going about it, you are now going to have to finally release those last iterations of a vibration, those sprinklings, those breadcrumbs, really, that you think I can always follow that trail back to that existence of where I was before and be okay there because I knew I was okay there. But the problem is you won't want to go back to that trail. You won't be okay there. You will be unhappy there. You will be miserable there because you already know that your decision has led you to a new land. A more joyous land, a more abundant land, a more prosperous land, a more wealthy land, a more land of well-being, a more land full of love, a more land full of opportunity, of possibilities, of expansion in who you are. You can never go back, so there is no point in holding on to those breadcrumbs. Those breadcrumbs of who you thought you were. You have already made the decision of who you now are. And this external decision through your cars, through your houses, through your boats, through your relationships, through your companies and jobs and whatever it is that any of you are trying to decide upon, choosing to be a part of. They are an external reflection of a vibration within you. So all that needs to happen now is that you flow with it. You flow with the decision. You flow with it and release the crumbs. Release those vibrational crumbs that are no longer really a part of you. You're just trying to stoke them alive. Stoke those embers alive to try and keep them alive just in case you need to go back there. Just in case. But that problem is that attracts this fear almost, it amplifies a doubt within you, and that's not who you are. That's not where you want to be. You know your decision, so don't add doubt to the decision. You know your decision, so allow yourself to release those embers, to put them out, to put those tiny little breadcrumbs aside, and release them out to the universe. Release them out and let the universe take them away for you. Release them and allow your energy to flow through this decision. Allow yourself to fully align and say, I feel that this is right. I know this is right. And so thus, everything will line up for me. You don't have to think your way through every little piece and every little detail. You know that the moments that things line up for you, where you have made the decision of this is what we're going to do, then the universe lines it up for you. There's nothing that you need to think your way through. You will receive the idea of what to focus upon, and then the universe will present the solution, and then you'll say, well, the next thing to do is this, and then the solution is there for you. You know that this is how it works. This is the way in which you do it. This is the way you move forward. This is what you do when you are lined up. You are committed to that decision. And when you are committed to that decision, you are not stoking flames. You are not holding on to the breadcrumbs. When you are committed to the decision vibrationally of this is the way I'm going, this is the way, the only way, this is how I will live, then the universe lines up with you and presents to you the steps and the steps and the steps in concert with your inner being. Say, now think about this, now go here, now do this. This is where it's the beautiful dance and the beautiful choreography of you saying, this is where I want to go, and I am now lined up with it. I'm committed to it. And the universe responds, and your inner being calls to you. It says, now this way. And then as you commit to that, the universe says, here you go. Now this way. I'm committed to that. I flow with it. I flow with it. I flow with it. I flow with it. And the universe, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. It's a beautiful choreographed dance. But if you allow yourself to hold on to those crumbs, you don't dance forward. Or if you do, it feels not as joyous to you. And the whole idea in all of this that you seek is to experience those joyous experiences in breaking through and allowing your desires. So the answer to the question and what it is that you want to do, that you need to do, is to allow yourself to flow with the decision. Don't stand there and second guess. Don't try and overthink it. Don't bog it down with details. Those details will work themselves out. You will receive thoughts of, I should go take care of this now. And that will be a detail that will normally have been something that you would have to think about, as opposed to receiving the impulse from your inner being, from source energy of, now is the right time. Now is the right time. Now is the right time. So allow yourself to release the breadcrumbs and fully line up with the decision, and then commit to it through your vibration of, this is the way. This is the way we are going. This is the way that feels good. And you know the difference between a decision you are forcing because you feel you have to make a decision that you are not fully lined up with, versus one that feels good, that feels inspired, that feels like it's the right timing for it, that feels like this is the way. You know the difference between the two. And when you are allowing yourself to flow with that decision, the one that screams at you from within, that this is the way, that feels so right, feels so lined up with you, then all you have to do is commit to moving forward, to flowing with that decision. Forget about everything else, because the universe will line everything else up for you. You have experienced that in many ways. Thank you for joining us on this conversation with Source, and we look forward to having you with us on the next one. For more information on our seminars, programs, and other ways to get involved with the Conversations with Source, please go to www.conversationswithsource.com and follow us on Instagram at Conversations with Source. Here's to you creating your own reality.